I'm very well. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you very clearly, but I cannot see you. Can you please turn on your camera,
Yes, I will do that.
please? Now
There
it's
we are.
perfect. You look so nice. Why did you turn off the camera?
Thank you.
Mr. Khalid, thank
How
you
are
for
you?
your time. And thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I want to tell everybody about the great University of Wollongong. We need to tell our viewers and listeners about your reputable institution and the magnificent programs that you offer and the great chance for our Arabic students to enroll in such a good university. Please tell us more about Wollongong University. Let's tell everybody why we want them to apply to Wollongong University.
Sure. First of all, thank you, Mr. Samir, for the lovely introduction, and thanks for having me on the program. The University of Wollongong is located in the southeast corner of Australia, so we're very close to Sydney. We're only 80 kilometres south of Sydney. We are a comprehensive university with over 340 different degrees, from bachelor's to master's and PhD programs as well. We're highly ranked in the world. We're ranked in the top 1% of universities worldwide. And of course, if students want to, they can have a look at our subject rankings as well. And for example, our engineering programs, some of them are ranked in the top 50 around the world. So a very quality education that students will receive. And we do also have a range of scholarships on offer for students should they choose to complete a PhD or master's or bachelor's degrees at our university.
Well, Mr. Khalil, I have the very important information that Wollongong University is actually a research-intensive university. Our students don't know what it means that a university is a research-based university. Please, can we tell them more? What does it mean?
Yes, certainly. So we do have various academic excellence centres of excellence where we have various professors and researchers in many different fields where we obviously, with those professors, have PhD candidates, and with their help, they produce and publish many, many different journal articles that obviously help out with community, society, and the world all together. So research intensive means that not only do our professors and researchers do research, but they also teach at the same time. So the latest information that the latest technology that they're researching on is followed through down and taught to the students at the master's or bachelor's level as well.
You have some of the best laboratories in regards of universities in Australia. What is the bonus for the students? How can the students have a good chance in enrolling in such programs and have such experience in your labs? What's the positive points for the students?
Yeah, thank you. I think the positive aspect for that is not only do we combine theoretical studies that students will learn from the latest journal articles and textbooks and from the teacher, but that's also combined with the practical experience that the students will receive from the lab work, so they can actually apply certain scenarios to the real world. So we do prepare students for the real world, and there's various rankings from employers, and they rank us in the top 100 graduate outcomes. So when a student completes their degree at University of Wollongong, they're very well prepared for the work environment when they do complete their studies.
You know what? we have very, very good feedback about Wollongong universities, about what you are doing to your students, and about the great help and experience they are having in Wollongong University. This is why we are very anxious to tell them more about what you are doing on the academic level and on the personal level, because as we know, that you did help your students during the COVID-19 issues, and that you interfered directly to help and support your students. Can you please tell us about the experience of Wollongong University through COVID-19 issue?
Yep. So, as we all know, once the COVID-19 pandemic went all throughout the world, the University of Wollongong opened up a COVID-19 financial assistance program for our current students who were studying with us. Now, we've spent
financial assistance.
Yeah, financial assistance. So we've assisted with over $2 million worth of different assistance to our current students, our international students as well. And that ranges from tuition fees to accommodation.
Wait,
to,
Mr. Halil.
Yeah.
The number is...
The number?
The budget, the amount that you help the students with
it was over $1.9 million.
Oh my God. That's big.
And yeah. So we were obviously, there's many students who were impacted by the pandemic, and not only for the students who are currently studying here in Australia and where they can work part-time, obviously. So some of them did become impacted financially, and certainly their parents who may have been sponsoring them back in their home country was impacted as well. As a result, the university opened up this financial assistance program, and we were supporting our international students through the current pandemic, through their financial crisis, and that ranged from accommodation to tuition fees, and also helping them with groceries as well. And the community here in Wollongong was also and continues to support international students by providing them meals, lunches and or dinners as well.
Well, actually, it's a huge number. I want to focus on the number again. So Wollongong University did support financially their students with around $2 million. And that's not it. You even helped the kids with providing their meals and their stay. This is huge.
That's
this
correct.
Is something a government does, actually.
Yes, and we are very supportive of our international students, obviously through this pandemic, which will continue until hopefully there is a vaccine. Going forward, we do have other support services available to students as well, from academic support to social support through our academic networks and all our social networks as well.
Okay, Mr. Halil, I'm going to jump up right away to the tuition fees big questions, because I usually leave this question to the end of the conversation, but with the offers that Wollongong University are granting and giving to our Arab students, I would love to tell them about the great opportunity that you are offering, because your offer is very generous. Please, let's tell our viewers about the offer that Wollongong University is actually granting Arab students. For example, for a bachelor student who is applying for engineering department, for example, what's your tuition fees range?
Yep. So if the students are wanting to do our Bachelor of Engineering, where we have many majors in that area, so they can choose from civil, mining, electrical, mechanical, mechatronics, and so on. So it's a 4-year degree, and students who complete the 4-year Bachelor of Honours degree become an associate member of Engineers Australia. Now, what that means is they can work professionally as an engineer in Australia, but not only that, the Engineers Australia also have an agreement with the Washington Accord. So this is a global agreement where University Wollongong degrees are recognised throughout the world. And so if a student, for example, completes their degree here and then wants to work in Japan, America, the UK, and many Arabic countries, then they do not need to sit another exam and they can work as a professional. So,
allow me to translate, please. Give me a sec. مستر هليل عم يشرح لنا كيف انه جامعة وولونغونغ وشهاداتها وخاصة اسم الهندسة فيها وغيرها هي شهادات معترفة بكل دول العالم ومعادلة بكل دول العالم. خريج جامعة وولونغونغ بأستراليا بيقدر بشكل مباشر انه يكون ويعدل وينتسب لنقابة المهندسين بأستراليا. طبعا اذا كان حامل الجنسية الأسترالية، واذا ما كان حامل الجنسية الأسترالية هو بيقدر يستعمل هيدي الشهادة المعادلة بأستراليا لحتى يفوت بسوق العمل بأستراليا بشكل مباشر. لا بل أكثر من هيك، بكل دول العالم، بأمريكا، بريطانيا وغيرها، شهادة وولونغونغ يونيفرسيتي معترف فيها، والشهادة تعادل مباشرة وتسمح لحاملها أنه يفوت بسوق العمل بدون أي اختبارات إضافية. بدي أرجع شوي لورا. جامعة وولونغونغ دعمت الطلاب على كافة المستويات أثناء جائحة كورونا، والرقم الكبير الهيوج يلي قدمته هيدي الجامعة لطلابها على مستوى الدعم المادي هو يقارب 2 مليون دولار. جامعة وولونغونغ دعمت طلابها بما يقارب 2 مليون دولار. هو رقم مهول بالنسبة لجامعة أن تقدموا لدعم الطلاب وعلى جميع المستويات. جامعة وولونغونغ كمان أمنت لطلابها السكن، قدمت لطلابها الوجبات، وما تزال عم تشارك بدعمهم النفسي، الأكاديمي، المعيشي، اللوجستي. حقيقة جهود جبارة عم تعملها هيدي الجامعة وجهود رائدة متميزة. حارجع أنا وياكم نسأل مستر هليل على قضية الأقساط لحتى ناخذ فكرة عن العروضات. مستر هليل, magnificent. Can we please tell our viewers about the range of the tuition fees in Wollongong University?
Sure. So if a student wants to do the engineering degree, for example, and I'll speak to your viewers in US dollars because that's probably the easier to understand. So our bachelor engineering is 4 years. Students will need to pay each semester for the subjects that they undertake, so the subjects that they do. And as an international student, they need to do a full-time study load, which is 4 subjects. And 4 subjects is $13,400 US dollars per semester. Okay?
14,000?
13,400 per semester.
Per semester.
Now, if a student has a great academic background in high school, then they can they'll be eligible for a 30% scholarship, 30% scholarship.
Beautiful. What do you mean by good high school grades? Around.
Yeah. So if they're say a distinction and above average, so over 75% or more in their high school results, then they will be considered for a scholarship.
Okay, beautiful. And this is for all candidates, right?
Correct, yes. For the bachelors, yes.
And actually the discount 30% is a pretty good one.
Yeah, well, 13% off the 13,400 Australian dollars. So that brings the tuition fee per semester down to about 9,000 US dollars per semester.
Beautiful. Allow me to translate, please. فإذا الأقساط بجامعة وولونغونغ يونيفرسيتي هي بالنسبة لمرحلة الباتشلر، لمرحلة الإجازة الجامعية، هي تندفع بشكل فصلي. القسط للفصل الكامل هو $14,400 أمريكي. إذا القسط هو $14,400 أمريكي. الجامعة بتقدم حسم للطلاب يلي علاماتهم جيدة على شهادة البكالوريا الثانوية. أي طالب بيجيب سكور 75% أو أكثر، 75% أو أكثر على شهادة البكالوريا الثانوية، الجامعة بتمنحه حسم 30% على القسط. وبذلك بعد ما يحصل الطالب على 30% حسم على القسط من جامعة وولونغونغ، بصير قسطه بالفصل الواحد $9,000. وطبعا نحن كايجك ومكاتب ايجك بالدول العربية حنساعد طلابنا على ترتيب الملف تبعهم، تقديم الطلب بشكل مناسب، لحتى بإذن الله نضمن لجميع طلابنا اللي بيقدموا من خلال مكاتبنا ومكاتب ايجك هيدا الحسم 30%، لحتى يحصل الطالب على رسالة قبول رسمية من الجامعة من خلالنا، وبعد ما اكتسب الحسم 30% لحتى يصير قسطه بالفصل $9,000 أمريكي. Mr. Khalid, this is a very good opportunity for our students. I have some questions. That we are receiving questions through our Facebook pages.
Sure.
And through our WhatsApp numbers that are on the screen right now for all our viewers. So some of the questions are asking, do you have special discounts, let's say for kids who are so good in sports? Do you have some special discounts?
Yeah, so sporting scholarships. Unfortunately, the University of Wollongong does not offer sporting scholarships. I believe there may be one or two universities in Australia who do allow that or do offer that, but not at the University of Wollongong for our international students.
Okay, another question from a viewer, please. Do you have mechanical engineering department?
Yes, we do. We have mechanical, mechatronics,
cool.
Civil, electrical, engineering, definitely.
Beautiful. I have another question. Do you have English literature department?
Yes, we have English literature both at the bachelor's level, and also we do have research or PhD in English literature.
Beautiful. So in Wollongong University we can find several range of majors. You only have to contact our offices or directly the university.
Correct.
Mr. Khalid is here to help you with all your questions. I know that our IT department is telling me, please don't take all his time. So I'm going to leave you in peace. And we'll get back to you, sir, to get more info about your participation. And actually, we will have some more questions for you. Thank you for your time. And
Thank you, Mr. Samir. Nice to talk to you, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.